Hello and welcome. It's been 24 hours since the tragic hoarding collapse in Mumbai's Ghatkopar area. The final death toll has come to 14 and 74 people have been injured. We are currently at the site now. This is right next to the Eastern Express Highway where a hoarding collapsed and the hoarding came down to a petrol pump. This was following a dust storm in Mumbai that was seen yesterday at around 4:30 p.m. and at 5 p.m. we saw some showers, but then soon after visuals came on social media of a hoarding collapsing on the petrol pump right next to the busy Eastern Express Highway. Rescue teams swung into action. The NDRF, Mumbai Metro workers too were called, the State Disaster Management Authority, officials from the BMC, the Mumbai Fire Brigade, the Mumbai Police. Everybody was here within a matter of few hours to ensure that people who are trapped inside are taken out on time. Now, what we are picking up right now is that the rescue operations are over. People who are trapped have been taken out from this petrol pump that saw around 14 people dying tragically in this accident. A slew of politicians too made their way here once the accident happened. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde was the first to come here, followed by Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Commissioner of Police Vivek Vansalkar also made his way, and Aditya Thackeray, leader of the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray too made his way here. Now, if we talk about the traffic conditions here, traffic has been moving. This is, like I said, this is the Eastern Express Highway. I'll just ask my camera person to pan and show you. This is the Eastern Express Highway. One arm of this goes to Thane and the other arm goes to Mumbai. This is basically Ghatkopar is the eastern suburbs. This is the Ramabai Nagar area of Ghatkopar that we are currently standing right next to the Eastern Express Highway. People are still gathering here, trying to take visuals of whatever has happened. Like I said, a hoarding collapsed, crushing cars, autos, bikes, and of course people, bodies were carried out. The operation went on way past midnight, more than 12 hours. The NDRF team was deployed and bodies were taken out gradually. Another thing to note here is to ensure that the hoarding was pulled up, to ensure people are taken out. Cranes were deployed through the night to ensure the hoarding is, or the debris of the hoarding is lifted, to ensure the NDRF team can go inside and pull out people. The victims were the ones who were critically injured, who were injured, needed treatment. They were rushed to the nearby Ramabai Hospital in Ghatkopar for immediate medical attention. The ones who suffered injuries. We in fact visited Ramabai Hospital today. We tried speaking to some of the victims, the medical officer, but they weren't willing to come on camera and speak. But one thing we have picked up from the medical officer is that people who have suffered, they've suffered grievous injuries, head fractures, hand fractures, back fractures, you name it. The injuries are of a very serious nature. The ones who managed to come out alive from this deadly accident. Now, if I sort of the next logical question that came up as to whether this hoarding was legal, we'll have those visuals play for you on the screen. The hoarding that a lot of people are talking about, as it turned out subsequently post investigation, that it was illegal. The BMC had given permission for a 40 by 40 hoarding. That was the space for the hoarding. Turns out the hoarding that collapsed was thrice the size. 120 by 120 is what we are told. The BMC said that they didn't give any clearance to this hoarding. In fact, notices were served, as per reports, notices were served to the agency that was managing this hoarding to sort of pull these hoardings down because they were just not the perfect dimension. Ego Media is the name of the company that came to limelight following the accident. The owner of this company has been booked. In fact, behind me, you can still see a couple of banners there of huge size, and the company, if you're able to see it here, it's Ego. That's the name of the agency that is taking care of the hoarding. The owner of this company has been booked yesterday itself, and now further investigation is underway. As for the victims, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde said yesterday that a thorough investigation will be done in the matter. He also announced a compensation of 5 lakh rupees for those who lost their lives and free treatment to those who were injured. Now, what is left of this area is the debris. Some officials we tried speaking to, they said that this mess that has sort of come here will take some days to clear out. And meanwhile, people, like I said, people are still gathering here. Is heavy police presence around the area to ensure that there is no gathering. The police are trying to vacate the area and free it up as soon as possible, as much as possible. But like I said, a lot of people have gathered here already, capturing visuals of what exactly has happened. We'll have visuals for you. HW News English was here through the night to sort of see how serious the situation is. We have these visuals. We'll keep playing it up. Like I said, the rescue operations were on through the night. Way past 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Cranes were swung into action. JCBs were in to ensure that whatever help is needed for the NDRF, that is given. Authorities were here, the NDRF, the Mumbai Police, the Mumbai Fire Brigade, the State Disaster Management Authority, the BMC, everybody was here. And they tried working in sync to ensure that the debris is cleared out as much as possible and those who are trapped inside are taken out. So right now we are at the back side of the petrol pump. As you can see, the NDRF personnel is still there. What they're trying to do is just take out scrap, debris, whatever is left of this area. Machines are at work, laborers are here, the NDRF team, officials from the BMC. There are some visuals of BMC officials also taking stock of the situation of whatever has happened so far and what is being done. Machines are in place, fire brigades are in place to ensure that the remaining work is completed as soon as possible. And there were technical challenges as well through the night. Like I said, this operation went through the night, the rescue operation, and there were challenges on the technical front. This is a petrol pump we're talking about, so any sort of drilling or using of gaseous materials to cut through the steel would have been a risky option. That's what experts, engineers who were on ground, they were of the opinion that avoiding of gaseous cutters should be avoided, and instead use cranes to lift up the material and let the NDRF team come in. There's still a lot of scrap being taken out. Laborers are at work, sort of cutting up this scrap and trying to clear up this place. Trees have fallen, this area. In fact, not just this area, it was the entire city of Mumbai that saw rains, that saw a dust storm, and also following that there were reports of trees falling, of certain structures, or something of this sort happening here. So that's how things stand currently. And the next big question that's already being raised is on the legality of hoardings, how this disaster perhaps could have been prevented. The BMC said that they were not in the know of such an illegal hoarding coming up. Chief Minister said that an audit will be done of all hoardings in the city to ensure that they adhere to all rules and norms that are here. Questions are raised, have been raised, are being raised on the accountability as to who is responsible for these deaths. Could these deaths have been prevented? These are some of the questions that are being raised right now. This is Shubham Chauhan reporting for HW News English.
Stay ahead with our Cutting Edge News app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.